It's the Bruins Benders Podcast, Season 5, Episode 33, The Depressing Presser, with Maddie and Smitty, brought to you on the Inside the Rink Podcast Network at InsideTheRink.com. Get your Bruins news and info there. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe on YouTube, get your comments in. In this episode, we will discuss the presser and how depressing it was. Also, Providence Bruins lose their first series again. And are we yay or nay on Elias Pettersson? All that more right here on this episode. Again, after an 8-day layoff. We haven't podcasted in 8 days, and that's the first time since September.
I forgot how to do it.
Jesus. Yeah, I forgot how to log in. I had to reset password, fucking what's your clue, fucking what city were you born in. I had to do all that thing.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Postseason. Were you born in Waltham,
I was
Mass?
born in Waltham, Massachusetts, at Waltham Hospital.
Yeah, me too.
I was born right there. December 13th, 1972. Day of infamy.
Yeah.
Yeah. December 13th is actually, I share a birthday with, not that day, but I share a birthday with Sergei Fedorov and Taylor Swift. That's right. Yeah.
That one's kind of important.
Yeah. Taylor Swift and I share a birthday. 72 was a good year, Adrian. Yeah. 72, long ago.
72.
Yeah.
Bruins won a cup in 72.
And they won the cup 6 months before I was born. So that was the thing. Like, I hadn't seen one. I hadn't been alive for one.
Yeah.
Until 2011, 39 years.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. It was quite a long time ago. So the Bruins.
Bruins 73. Yeah.
Lots of freaking news for the Bruins.
Lots of
this
news.
Week. Lots of different things going on. Start with Charlie McAvoy. Suspended 6 games, all regular season games, first regular season games of the season next year.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on the length of the suspension and all of that nonsense?
I mean, he's a repeat offender, number one. So the length of and look, you can't wind up and two-hand somebody.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one.
Oh, look, he deserved the suspension. He did. He deserved 6 games. I mean, I probably would have gone 5, but whatever. I mean, that's neither here nor there to me. What I find interesting about the whole thing and the whole video and the whole commenting from the Department of Player Safety is they called the Benson slew foot dangerous.
Dangerous, yes.
Called it dangerous, yet he did not receive a hearing, did not receive a fine, nothing. So if that's dangerous, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if that's dangerous and that is the reason that Charlie McAvoy gets 6 games, how does Zach Benson get absolutely nothing? And I'm not saying, one has to equal the other or anything like that. Like McAvoy deserved to be suspended, but Benson should have got something, even if it was just a fine, just a slap on the wrist, something. And the fact that he didn't and McAvoy got what he got, I think player safety kind of had it out for him from his kind of veiled, shots at him with the elbow to the head check thing that happened earlier on in the season. And how, they probably didn't like the way that he kind of called them out a little bit on that thing.
Yeah. I mean, that, first of all, that shouldn't be allowed. Like, if a guy says something, you shouldn't add his, games to his suspension because he said he did something.
Yeah, said mean things about you. Yeah, I mean that's a child to try.
Have a tough skin.
Yeah.
I will say this: what if it's Game 5, and there's still series left to go? What do you think the punishment is?
I think he probably gets like 2 games.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah,
probably 1.
Yeah, I mean playoffs usually equals, like 1 playoff game usually equals like 3 regular season games, I would say. So yeah, he would have got like 1 or 2, and so probably, like you said, probably 1, and that would have been the end of it.
I think it was just an easy way for them to punish him harder because they were done.
Sure.
In the first 6 games of the year, is it great? No. but it's certainly not playoff time. It's certainly not end of the year. It's the first 6 regular season games. I mean, they could go 3-3, and it's not a big deal. Like, it's just so that's what I don't like about it, is that there's sort of, there's it's not consistent, and it's not it depends on like how important the games are. Like, you either did something really wrong or you didn't. I mean, that's, and again, I were reminded of Marty McSorley when he hit Brashear in the head.
Yeah.
I mean, a two-hander, anywhere up elbow above is pretty dangerous, as we saw there. So it was a stupid thing to do. You could say Charlie had a really hard year, and get headshot and lost teeth and all of this stuff, and the stadium series. He's been kind of pissed off and sensitive all year long.
Sure.
It's just sort of culminated. He has a child that has a rare disease. Like, he's had a lot on his mind. He has a lot on his plate as a human being. So it all comes to be, and he does a really stupid thing. So now people are saying, okay, he doesn't deserve to be the captain. Do you think that should have any bearing on his potential captaincy?
No, I don't. I don't, but I don't think you should get it anyways. So
right.
That doesn't really affect me one way or the other. He's a little emotional, a little roller coastery with his how he plays and how he deals with things.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure I want my captain to be like that. I don't mind a defenseman being that way. I don't mind him being that way as a player, because I think some of his best games are when he starts to get pissed off and he's throwing his weight around and so I don't have a problem with him playing emotionally, because he's invested. He's invested, and I think that's what you want. You want your best players to be invested in the games, and he certainly is that. Sometimes to his detriment, but most of the time it's positive.
Sure.
So I don't have a problem with it. I would just rather have a guy who's a little more even keeled, who's going to stick up for his teammates, who's going to say the right things in the pressers, who's not going to lose his mind, who's going to focus on the next shift, whatever all the cliches, handle things the right way. And honestly, and he's not your best player, but I think that's Zadorov. I think he's faced the music. I think he's given honest answers to the media. He's talked about teammates, called them out at times, said we only want to play in the playoff. I mean, he says all the right things, and he can kill you just by looking at you sometimes.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Like, that's a guy to me that I want, backing up the rest of his teammates, that they can look to him and say, we know that this guy has our back, every time we're on the ice. And so that's who I would want to have it. I think Pastrnak, certainly you could make a case for. I think he probably deserves it. He plays almost every game. He's out there all the time. He's, just about a point per game in the playoffs. People can say that, he's had some bad games, and he has here and there. But generally speaking, he's one of the 10 best players in the league. And he shows up night in, night out on a team that's not very good and continues to put up points and produce. So that's a guy that I would follow. But I think it's too much pressure for him. I want Pastrnak to have a smile on his face. I want him to play free and easy. I want him to shoot the puck more, and I want him to score goals. And so that's what I want his focus to be. I don't want his focus to be on, I got to lead the guys. Right. I want his focus to be on, I got to score goals for my team.
Yeah, and I think that's what Marchand had the problem with. That's what scares me about the Pastrnak thing. Like, I'd just rather him just produce points and be an assistant, still be a local guy. Sure. Still be a veteran who's been there for forever. Still be a top player who people are going to respect. I mean, still be that. But for look, my thoughts on this. I think the captaincy is kind of an overrated thing. But obviously in the NHL it matters for some reason, even though we have grown men. But it matters. So in this case, I would say Zadorov. I really don't want McAvoy or Pastrnak to be the guy, just because Pastrnak just needs to go produce and score and not carry that weight. And I don't know if McAvoy can really handle that thing appropriately. So that's why now you're down to Zadorov, and there's
Here's
not much
another
else
thing.
after that.
Here's another thing. I want Hampus Lindholm letter removed. I want to take that thing off of that guy.
Yeah.
I don't want a guy who's going to stand there and watch other people get in the scrums.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to have a letter on my team, you can't just watch your teammates starting to get face washed and whatever and not be involved in that. Like you have to have some kind of, I have my teammates back.
You do.
So if you're going to give the captaincy to Pastrnak, take that away from Hampus Lindholm and give it to Zadorov, and then I'm fine with that leadership group if you want to go with that thing.
Yeah, I would say Zadorov, and then the A's are Pastrnak and McAvoy if it was me. I guess.
Same.
But there's a reason why they still, they still haven't done it. So that tells you right there that there's something going on there, and they just aren't comfortable giving it to someone right now, which is it just kind of says something, that they don't. Still, like there's still something there. Yeah. Do you think the behind the B thing where they had the Pastrnak video of him losing his mind? Do you think that that's, and we're going to talk about that later, but do you think that's one of those things that kind of planting out there to say, okay, this is what this guy does. So this
100%.
This is going to make sense when we say he's the captain.
100%. Yeah. That's we're selling David Pastrnak as the captain of the Boston Bruins. 100%. Right. Yeah, that's what that video was out there for. Yes. Sure.
All right. So Evan Gold seemed to have the Canucks GM job, and now does not have the GM job.
No.
If he had it, there was talk that there was going to be kind of a mass exodus for some of the lower level kind of management team leaving. So eventually Evan Gold is going to be gone at some point. What my thought is, how are the Bruins going to be able to get viable people, or is it going to be all the former Bruins lining up? Like, it just seems like, does anybody around the league really want to work for the Bruins? Like,
no.
Or are they open to getting people from outside? Like, it just seems like everybody, because I guarantee you, Zdeno Chara would probably be assistant GM, and, some other asshole would be, taking over his role, and it would just be this Bruins family thing. And I just don't know if I'm really scared of who would be next in line if all these people were to leave with Evan at some point.
Yeah, it's a concern, and it's a valid concern, because I don't think the Bruins really go outside the organization much at all to find coaching candidates, general manager candidates, scouting candidates. I mean, the lead European scout is fucking PJ Axelson.
Yeah.
One of the area scouts is Milan Yursina. Both those guys fucking played for the Bruins.
Yeah. Well, isn't the director of scouting Dennis Bonvie? Didn't he play for the Providence Bruins or whatever?
And like Adam McQuaid's the special fucking assistant coach. Yeah. Zdeno Chara is like, everybody is a former Bruin or is involved with the Bruins or has been married to a Bruin or has a pet that was a Bruin. It's just it's incest, and it always has been, and that's the way it always will be. So I don't know if people outside the organization look at the Bruins and say, "Yeah, I really want to work there." I don't think so. So if Evan Gold leaves and brings a bunch of people with him, I think the Bruins will probably be worse off. And if he goes to Vancouver and succeeds, what does that say about what you've built here? Like, if he goes somewhere else and develops players, and
then it tells you that Don Sweeney has a fucking lock and key.
Right. Yeah. It tells you Don Sweeney doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
That's right.
He's had a assistant GM there the whole time.
Delegating. Yeah.
That probably could have handled it.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Tells you he's not delegating.
That's going to be an indictment on Sweeney and Neely and the Bruins front office if Gold goes somewhere else and does the job. And I'm kind of rooting for it.
I am too, just to see what the fuck would happen.
Yeah. What do you
Connor?
One of the Vancouver reporters, Rick Dollywall, made a comment that was interesting to me on his radio show when talking about Gold, Langenbrunner, and the others being potential package to Vancouver. He said that these guys have hit their ceiling in the Boston Bruins organization and are looking for other opportunities. And you could think, okay, you know, whatever. There's other people in the organization kind of above them in the food chain. But at the end of the day, that just means that Boston has 0.0, if not negative, intention on making any moves in their front office.
Yeah. It's Sweeney's. It's Sweeney's, baby. For the long haul.
See, to me, that's really not okay. Like, it just isn't. Like, it just seems like he's so controlling of everything that's happening. And he doesn't always make the right decision. He doesn't. I don't care what all these Sweeney blowhards say. He doesn't. Go ahead, Connor.
I actually have a follow-up question for you fellows. Evan Gold has been kind of a finalist in a couple different GM hirings so far this year. And obviously he's been with the Bruins for a few years. What do you think these teams see in Evan Gold that makes him an appetizing prospect to hire?
I think they probably deal with him in some situations when they're talking trades and things like that. It might be like the initial conversations, like a feeling out process or whatever. And he's probably more personable and probably better conversations, more contacts around the league. I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, he seems to be the salary cap kind of guy. Like he's that type of guy. But it's a great question, Connor, because I have no fucking idea. Like they don't develop any players. It's not like he's down like hammering out young players. He's not. I mean, the salary cap, they spend to it every fucking year and don't have any room to get anybody else, and they overspend, and they have this weird roster construction that spends right to the cap. That's not necessarily a great thing when your team isn't very good and you spend right to the cap. So I really don't know, Connor. I don't know. Something must be attractive to him.
Well, isn't he? He's also the general manager of the Providence Bruins, so he's built a fucking wagon down there that
loses in the second round because the first round, fellas, they don't.
I'll say that when we get to the chirps later, I have my research done because I wasn't sure if I was filling in tonight or not. And that was the one chirp that I dug in on a lot. Can't wait.
And let's fire that baby up. Look, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. I don't know what's so attractive about it, but it seems to be he had it. Now, whether he balked at money or if the Sedins were like, we want to get a guy we really know, because the Sedins all of a sudden had all this say, and they played with Johnson and they're more familiar with him, so maybe they didn't want an outsider. So that's probably what happened. But I think Vancouver was really serious and about to give Gold the job and didn't. And I really don't look, people around the league, coaching candidates, said that the Bruins don't develop players well. And they had a bitch of a time getting guys to fucking interview for the coaching job. They had a bitch of a time. Like Sturm is like the 10th guy, down the list. So I don't know why Evan Gold is a commodity. He must be a whiz with the salary cap or something, or he has a vision that people understand, even though Sweeney won't give him. Here's
a theory. Maybe Vancouver's dumb as shit too, because they have a poorly run organization.
You know what? That's a very valid point. Yeah,
and
maybe nobody wants the Vancouver job. Yeah,
maybe nobody wants that thing, or it's run like a piece of shit too, and they're like, Evan Gold, I mean, Boston beat us in the Stanley Cup Finals. They must be pretty good. So who knows? Maybe they're just all dumb as a fucking bag.
Maybe there aren't. Too. Maybe people don't want it, because that team's not very good at all.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Connor.
The being dumb as shit is pretty funny because the other guy to Gold is the existing AGM there. So it's either they're dumb as shit for adding Gold, who's potentially dumb as shit, or they're dumb as shit for continuing to be dumb as shit.
Yeah.
What a conundrum.
I think you can chalk that up to Vancouver being dumb as shit.
Yeah, and not in a complete mess, really.
Why are you going after the assistant GM on a team that's, was fifth worst in the league last year, can't fucking do anything right this year? Like, why are you going after that? Why are you going after that guy? Why isn't it the assistant GM of Dallas or Colorado? Like, why are they not?
Minnesota.
Yeah. Why are they not? Why are they not on the list? And it's probably because they won't go to Vancouver.
You need someone to rebuild that thing. So you're going to get a guy who's part of a rebuild in Boston that's not working. So figure that out.
It's a good question. It's a valid
While
point.
we're talking about this type of subject, can we take a quick detour off the notes here and talk about Toronto's changes? Chayka coming in as the GM. They just fired Berube like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Austin Matthews is somewhere in Arizona, unsure if he wants to be a Toronto Maple Leaf.
Yeah, I mean, Toronto's a mess. I mean, they got media people calling out the new GM, saying he's a piece of shit for the way he treated Shane Doan and in Arizona. You got Biz, who's out completely from Spit and Jiglets, out on the Maple Leafs, not going to root for them anymore.
Angle's all fucking bent out of shape.
Angle's been like, it's a mess.
It is.
It is a mess.
And I don't know.
And they did part ways with Shane Doan like 3 days ago.
They did.
Officially.
I mean, he left. Yeah.
He
was like,
well, of course he did. He's not going to work for that fucking clown.
No. Maybe the Bruins go get Shane Doan. I don't know. I don't know who would want to.
He probably goes to Buffalo. Is Josh Doan his kid?
Josh Doan's his kid.
Yes.
Yeah. He probably goes to Buffalo. Special assistant.
Specialist assistant. Yeah. Hey, Lynn in the comments says, so he's the king of dipshits. Name the 80s movie.
Is that Weird Science?
Is it Weird Science? King of dipshits? I want to say King of dipshits.
King of the dipshits.
Is it like Porky's or something? Is it Weird Science?
I think
maybe.
So. I think it's when Chet is talking to the.
I have a general answer. I saw that, so I pulled up a tab to Google it. I have an answer here.
16 Candles.
16
Oh,
Candles.
there you go. John Hughes movie. 16 Candles. That's right. Good pull there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Anthony Michael Hall. I was thinking Anthony Michael Hall because he was in both of them, and Anthony Michael Hall is the king of the dipshits. He says it to.
Yeah. There you go.
Damn it.
Other thing was Charlie Coyle gets 6x6 at 34 years old. Lots to talk about it. He does have a no movement for 4 years, which I thought was interesting. The way I saw it originally was, you know what? $6 million, 2, 3, 4 years from now is not a ton for a veteran center. He's going to be a third liner. He's going to be a leader type guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was as outrageous. The term's a little long, but I really thought they would put themselves in a position maybe 3 years from now where they deal him at the deadline for a team that really needs a good quality third line center. And then it just kind of moves on to the next team. But with a four-year no movement, that kind of threw that out the window. But here's the rub. Pavel Zacha must have had a party that night.
Oh, yeah.
Because that makes his number like 9. Like that makes this number fucking huge. So now, more than ever, in my opinion, you've got to really make a concerted effort to say, okay, Charlie Coyle, the center is such a commodity. And the free agent group sucks. Gino. So now you got to go out to the teams and say, okay, what are you going to give us for Pavel Zacha? Unless Zacha is like, yeah, I'll take 7 or whatever, but I doubt it. But I think that you have to go out and see. You have to make a concerted effort to try to get some quality assets in return for him.
Yeah, you got to strike while the iron's hot with Zacha. Because, like you said, a weak free agent class, and he's on the books right now for one more year at what, 4.75? I mean, that's a
that's really low.
steal.
It's a steal.
So I think if the Bruins trade him this offseason, they should be able to get a haul in return.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm Zacha, I'm like 8 times 8, dude. 8 times 8.
Yeah, and then you free up, a center spot for one of your young guys, whether it's Hagens, whether it's Poitras, Minton's there, obviously. So, that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see one of those young guys take that spot, and I'd like to see them trade Pavel Zacha for a boatload, get as much as you can get, because there's no way they should give the guy 9, because he's, as much as I like the guy, and I think he's a good player, and he's been a good Bruin, and he does all the right things, and he plays a 200-foot game, and you can go down the line. He's underachieved over the course of his career a little bit. He's not he's the 4th overall pick. He's kind of underachieved as far as that goes. And then he's not very good in the playoffs. So
no, he's not. And
he's not the physical, piss and vinegar competitive type guy that I think they want. As much as he's a 200-foot player and good stick position and all that shit, like, he's not ultra competitive. He's not winning puck battle after puck battle. It's not second and third effort. Like, in the playoffs, he gets kind of overwhelmed. And so I would rather them, go to the youth movement and trade him for a bunch of picks and players. So
to me, he's the next overpriced 3C. Like, he's a 3C on a really, really Stanley Cup contending team. That's it. Like, that's what he is. I mean, if he's your 2C, you're just not quite good enough, in my opinion. And that's, he scored 30 goals and he's had a couple of 60-point season. He is a good player. Like, but I just think that if you pay him 8 times 8, then he has to be like your 2C. Like, he has to be like a top 6. Like, and I just think he's a quality. He's like Coyle. He's a quality 3C who's going to do the right thing, play the right way, score some goals, give you some production, on the third line. But that's kind of where he best fits on a really good team. If he's up in the top 6, you're what you are now, which is, one and done in the first round, barely. So I've gone back and forth on it. And if he wants to take a discount, then fine. Then I'd revisit that thing. But at this point, I mean, you can go out and get, a couple of, maybe a decent, like a good young player and a prospect and a pick and, and really kind of give yourself some assets. Then I do that thing.
Yeah.
But it's the Boston Bruins, and I, hold it until you can't fucking do anything with it.
Yeah.
And then go to negotiations, and he wants 8.5, 8 years, and you don't want to do that. And then we hear this fucking stuff from the media, and it just turns, and then Pasta gets pissed because it's his buddy, and it just turns into this mess. Fucking make a fairly risky move, like make a move. You don't want to go on with a guy with this number. Set a number. He doesn't want the number. Then find the best value you can for him. Like, don't fucking wait until now you're in negotiations. Now it's a mess. Now
this is the year to trade him.
Yeah,
he's still under 30.
Right, this offseason.
Yes, this is the time.
Yes,
he's coming off his best season ever. He's under 30 years old. He makes $4.75 next year. Like, this is the time. The free agent class sucks. The center class is awful. Like, he's out there as a 30-goal scorer. That's under 20, under 30, and has a great contract right now, and you should be able to sign the guy. So, like, now is the time for the Bruins to make that move, and they won't, and they'll be stuck. Sweeney will be stuck with his tremendous in his hand again.
He's gonna have to make a hockey trade with that guy. Like, that's the problem I see. He's going to have to make a hockey trade where they give up Zacha and they get something in return, but they're kind of rolling the dice. Is Zacha what's he going to be? Like, is he going to go to, if you trade him to, I don't even know, trade him somewhere, and all of a sudden, trade him to Chicago or whatever, and all of a sudden, he has a great year with Chicago, and he's like a piece that they really miss and blah, blah, blah. Like, is that there's some risk, obviously.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if Sweeney will do that and just keep holding his friggin' assets until he's ass out. Go ahead, Connor.
Thank you for saying assets, because all I could think of through this conversation was asset management. But I want to harp on what you just said about, Zacha going to another team and succeeding. That's okay. You should expect that to happen.
Right.
And that's not the point of why you're trading Pavel Zacha. In my opinion, you cannot continue to run it back like the Bruins have, and continue to lose some of your star players for zero return. Outside of Brad Marchand, they really didn't trade any of the stars of the previous core away. They all walked, and they got nothing for them, which kind of led to some of the problems we see now. If you continue to run it back, you are going to have no room in your roster for James Higgins, no room for Dean Letourneau,
keep blocking
no
guys.
Zellers, Pelosi, nothing. And then you have no assets to help build more of a core around the players that you do have. So the conundrum is, most of the teams now have plenty of cap space to spend, but you're right, there's no UFA market that's decent.
Right.
So, you might get teams knocking on your door and say, hey, I'll take Pavel Zacha for a first round pick and these 2 high-end prospects.
Right.
No money washed. Are you going to get worse right now as the Boston Bruins?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, most definitely you are. But that right now is not the point. Pavel Zacha continuing to be on this team until he's no longer good and worth an asset to get rid of, or he walks after the end of next season, you cannot allow that to happen for where this franchise is.
No.
Cannot.
Because the longer you keep him, the longer you risk the part of him saying, okay, I want 8 times 8.5. And you're like, okay, now you can't change the makeup of your team. Like you just said, you have Lindholm another 5 years and you have him another 8 years.
Or he sees you're not ready to win at all, and you take another step back next season, and he just walks and you get nothing in return.
Yeah, I know. And that's Donnie's got to get a fucking get going. He's got to step out of his comfort zone here. He has to
develop a pulse and some balls.
He's got to develop some balls. He's got to pull the trigger on something that's going to hurt a little. It is. It's going to sting a little. All right. 7 Trips, sponsored by Lops Brewing. Lobster Brewing and Tasting Room in downtown Woonsocket, Rhode Island, specializing in small batch ales and lagers, open 7 days a week. Use the coupon code SPORTS for 10% off your order at lopsbrewing.com and follow them at Lops Brewing on social media. Chirp 1. Charlie Jacobs says the team is on the right track and doubling down on Neely and Sweeney is working. Thoughts?
You watch any of the games?
Why? No.
He trapped under something heavy. Does he have Nesson 360? Like, what the fuck is going on in that guy's head?
It glitches, so he turns the channel. Like, he doesn't watch the hockey team.
Yeah. He's got like CSNBC on or something like that, right?
Yeah. He's
like
got
he's watching the stock market or something. He's not watching the Bruins.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a rat's ass about the Bruins.
He doesn't watch them. He doesn't.
Going in the right direction. Is this his way of saying we're going to raise ticket prices again? Like, is that happening? Because
last press conference, he said that it was 95% retention. So he basically told you were stupid.
Yeah.
And then raise the prices. And then they come out with this mediocre team that overachieves a little, but has no real. I mean, there's a couple of guys who you might have found in Minton and Hustadinov. But other than that, it's a bunch of guys that's not part of the future Stanley Cup contending Bruins team, which I don't know when it's going to happen. So, that this is the type of shit. Someone tell him not to speak, or just come on and thank the fans immensely and then fucking move over. Like, stop trying to talk about what the makeup of the team is and what the team is looking like in the direction of the team. You don't watch, you don't care. So don't say that stuff.
And Donnie have it going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
I doubled down on Neely and Sweeney.
My God.
There's no indication that that's working, Charlie. There's
he
no
indication. Down, and then the fucking dealer at Encore fucking busted him twice.
Yeah.
On the double down.
Yeah, he did.
And now he's standing there with his cock in his hand, like $3 million fucking lighter in the wallet, and has no idea what's happening.
Yeah, dribbled down his leg. Yeah, I'm just, you know what?
Sounds like Jim Montgomery.
That's the type of shit that's just fucking tone deaf. Like, can someone in the organization be like, Charlie, like, thank the fans, like, really, like, thank the fans over and over. Like, we had an overachieving team. It was a nice year for us. The fans were 100% behind us. We're going to try as hell to get better. We're just going to try to get better. Great. Then fucking move on and move it on to somebody else. Like, Jesus. Like, that.
He can't talk at those things. He really can't. I don't want ownership involved in decision making for the hockey team. And if he thinks that Sweeney and Neely are on the right track and he's doubling down, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what, and I don't think he knows what he's doing. But what it tells me is you're going to see Sweeney and Neely around for a while. That's what the bottom line is. Those guys aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job. He thinks they're doing a fucking bang up job. So they're not going.
Why he thinks they're doing a bang up job? Because the bottom line is positive. Because they had 3 playoff gates where everybody went to the games and spent tons of fucking money. And that's that they map out the budget and they map out the projected revenue, and they have a system that says if we get to X part of the season, we're doing good. And that's what this is about. They had 3 home games in the playoffs that they hit the benchmark. Like, that's what makes him happy. So he's all chubby over it. And he says, we're in the right direction, which is as long as we make the playoffs every year, I'm happy. So go ahead, Connor.
With the mention of the tickets and the fans showing up, specifically about the playoffs, I had multiple friends and family who went to the games. Not a single one of those people enjoyed the game or had a smile on their face that they spent money to be at those games. A couple of them were season ticket holders. And for them, during the regular season, with the specific seats they have, some of the games, they're not even making like more than $20 off of a ticket if they resell the ticket at all. So the continual price raise from the seats is eventually going to push people out that are just regular season ticket holders.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, it's like $800 or $900 to go. If it's you and your wife, it's $500 for the tickets. It's $75 to park. It's whatever it is. It's $100 to eat. It's $800 or $900, like just to go to the game. So some of these people just can't afford that night after night or even once a year anymore. Like I've been to one game in the last, I don't know, it's 8 years. Like I don't see the point in a regular season game to spend that kind of money to go. Like I'd rather go on the road and see them. I might get it a little cheaper, and at least I can see another city and hit some, and hit some landmarks and do that kind of thing. I'd rather spend $800 or $900.
Landmarks is code for bars.
Definitely right. And go to Philadelphia and, take a short plane ride that's cheap and then just get tickets and go to that thing.
Yeah.
Uber over and I'm doing it probably cheaper than I am with a garden.
The Coliseum down in Long Island was the goat.
We get it cheaper in Montreal, I think.
Montreal was not. It was not. I mean, it was comparable to going to Boston, which is sad. It is.
Yeah, I mean, we paid 100 and something, 115, 120 for the tickets, and they weren't great seats, but
that's you're paying.
We had a blast in the city, and I mean, that was a good week. That was a great
blast. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody saw it on YouTube for the rest of the
you have to check it out.
Chirp 2. Cam Neely admits the team needs talent and speed. What happened to the piss and vinegar?
I don't know. I'm not even being like
an asshole.
I genuinely don't know.
Yes.
And I don't think he does either. We've talked about this ad nauseum. We've talked about it basically anytime we bring up Cam Neely, we bring up the same thing. And we've been talking about it now for 2-3 years. And
Forever.
And everybody else seems to finally be getting on board.
I know, isn't that funny?
They don't have a plan. They never had a plan. They don't know what they're doing. He just makes it up as he goes along because he's living in the here and now. He only cares about this year. He doesn't care about next year. He cares about this year. He said that himself. So what the fuck is he doing? There's no cohesion. There's no plan moving forward. He's like, well, the big was like, it was good, but not good enough. So we need to get some more skill now. So we're going to lean that way for a little bit. And then when we get beat up again by St. Louis or Florida, we're gonna turn back towards the more heavier team, more piss and vinegar. So we're just gonna morph back and forth depending on who beats us in the playoffs. We'll just switch, and they're chasing, and they've been chasing it for however many years.
They chase it depending on the team that beat them. So. This year, for instance, we're going to get piss and vinegar because you can't keep losing to Florida. What happens to Florida? They fucking tank. So now you're playing Buffalo, who has speed and skill and top fucking picks, and they beat you. And they skate circles around you for much of the series. Mm-hmm. And so now we need talent and speed. Like, see, and it's funny how this happens. We'll say things and people will scoff and be like, oh, these blowhards, these guys are just fucking negative. But now we're seeing people in the media actually being more and more people being kind of critical or questioning what's happening. Like we're seeing more of Ty Anderson said a couple of things on X lately, like kind of critical of the team, and some other people saying some critical things. Connor Ryan, like just a little bit, not like us, but a little bit. And everybody kind of gets on board with what we've been saying a year ago. It's like a year later, so finally, if Ty Anderson and Connor Ryan says it, then it's gospel. But if it's us who says it with our own two fucking eyes, then we're stupid. Like we're negative. We don't know what we're talking about. We never played hockey. We're going to leave it to the professionals. Well, then all these guys come out and say the same fucking thing. So we had it. All you had to do was use your eyes and have a little bit of nutsack and say it. Like, that's all you had to do. So he has no plan. What he's saying is every time he gets pissed, he goes and gets a guy who he think can hit people. Like, that is Neanderthal hockey. Like, that is simple-minded, stupid. This is a league of speed and skill. You're watching Minnesota and Colorado. You can't beat those teams. Like, this is unreal to me. So now you're going to be, we got to be piss and vinegar. So we're going to get a bunch of guys who can't skate. When the year before you said you needed more speed in 2024. Now you need more piss and vinegar. But now you got your ass handed to you. So now you need more speed. Like, you don't have a plan. So I don't understand these fucking people out here who are going to keep supporting these guys and say the company line, like they know what they're doing. They don't.
Go ahead, Connor.
So I had a question for you guys, and I looked it up. Cam Neely made the piss and vinegar comments on October 7 of 2025. July 1st-ish is when they signed all those players in 2025. My question to you is, do you think there is any shadow of a doubt that he made those comments to throw his little buddy Sweens here a little cover because he completely struck out in free agency and trades over the summer and didn't acquire the top flight guy they needed? So Neely said, all right, we struck out there. We thought we needed a little more piss and vinegar. Boom.
No.
There's Sweens cover. No?
No, he's not smart enough for that.
Then here's the follow-up to that and why I think some of these other, quote, mainstream reporters are starting to flip the script. Last year, the team was, we need to be bigger, tougher, harder to play against. Now they flipped the switch and we need more speed and skill. Well, last year you said that you've put out this direction for the team and what you see retooling and rebuilding this roster. Now you've just changed it. Well, now what is it? Because now nobody knows, and now the frustration's boiling up, even within the media. Because we all know that the team is telling the media things behind the scenes that they won't report. We know that. It's true. And now they're feeling a little scoffed and scolded, it seems, and are being a little bit more prickly in what they say and what they write because the team is going in a completely opposite direction from what they've been fed.
Right.
Yeah.
So they bought the bullshit and then it didn't fucking work out. So now they're like, you know what? They really don't have much of a plan. I'm confused. And Ty Anderson's been one who's been literally has said the word like confused and like doesn't quite understand what they're doing. And so now it's becoming reality. Like, what are you doing? And Neely, I don't think it's so much as he couldn't get guys. So Neely was like, I think it might have been like, okay, we can't get enough high-end talent. So how can we compete? Well, we compete if we get guys who play hard every night. And it does work to a point because not everybody plays hard every night.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get guys who play hard every night, for the most part, you're going to win more games than you probably should. But when it comes to the playoffs, everybody's playing hard because they're trying to win. So that's where the rubber meets the road. That's where it doesn't work anymore. So, yeah, regular season, great. But you have to be able to win. Do you think Colorado's hard to play against?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are they hard to play against, you think?
Because every single guy on the team can fucking skate by you.
It's fucking pretty good. Yeah. That's what's hard to play against.
Yeah. It is.
Not fucking Tanner Janot.
No.
He's not hard to play against. Andrew Peake's not hard to play against.
No.
You would skate by him like he's standing still.
Yeah.
So that's what's hard to play against. Go ahead,
Hampus Lindholm got fucking turnstiled a bunch of times. That's not hard to play against.
Yeah.
Cale Makar is hard to play against.
I'm going to start calling him Hips Lindholm. Stiff fucking hips. If he was in the NFL Combine, he'd had stiff hips. He'd be a fourth round pick.
He wouldn't be a fucking corner, that's for sure.
No, he would not.
He'd be a fucking lineman.
Maybe a safety. Like
what do you got?
Go ahead.
I think when you look at some of these other rosters and these other players versus the players on the Bruins, I think it's an individual like player DNA thing. Like in the playoffs, most of these individuals are doing anything they can while they're on the ice to win a puck battle, to win the game, anything. And there are a handful of players on the Boston Bruins that you physically watched not do that. They didn't go into a dirty area like some of the other players. Like we watched Fraser Minton, who wasn't really physical all year long, get in some of the physical areas and throw the body around. We watched Mason Lohrei do it. Pavel Zacha, nope. Elias Lindholm, we watched do it. He stepped up and started doing it in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan Geekie, not so much. Like the little bit here and there, like you have to identify those type of players and bring them in. They are going to help you win.
Yeah, they don't have enough guys who are competitive. And that was my thing when we were talking about hard to play against. Like, what is that really? Like, you can't quantify that. What is it? What are they really looking for? Because there's different ways to define that. So are you looking for a guy who's going to win puck battles? Because that's what I want. I want a guy who's going to win a fucking puck battle. Because then you have the puck. You have possession. You have a chance to score. I don't want a guy who's going to put you through the boards if he can't. What if he can't catch you? Like, what if he's too slow? What if he can't fucking play a lick? What if he can only skate in a straight line like John Beecher? Like, there's certain things that you need in a player. And yeah, speed is one of them. John Beecher was fast, but he couldn't play hockey.
Right.
So you have to have kind of a combination of skills that make you hard to play against. And I feel like the competitiveness is one that should be like the top of the list. Like, this is the type of guy we want. We want a guy who's going to give second and third effort that can skate. And then you go off of that. Like, all the guys that have second and third effort and can skate are on our draft board. And then we start peeling guys away that can't fucking play.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you say that these are Bruins type of guys. And that's kind of what you have to do. And that's what I would do. Right. I would put competitive guys up there that can skate and then you start weeding people out.
That's why I don't understand what they're doing sometimes, because they've gone after some guys who have like if the Elias Pettersson thing's true, like he has like compete level concerns. So
Yeah.
you're gonna go out and get that guy? Like, you're talking
I-
about competing and being hard to play against and everything, but then you're just going because the guy has a name and the guy is like he's a 1C, so he has a name. So let's get him. Like, do you understand the makeup of the guy? I mean, can he play in Boston? Can he handle that stress? Is he gonna give his all every night? Is he gonna be a playoff performer? Like, these are the things that lead to Stanley Cups, not what he does in the regular season in November against the fucking, Utah Mammoth. Go ahead, Connor.
I honestly forgot the last thing that I was going to say while I was favoriting some comments. If it comes back to me, I'll get back to you.
You
All right.
got it. All right. Let's see. Chirp. Where the fuck were we? I'm so fucking out of my mind. Chirp 3. Don Sweeney says development hasn't been a failure. Wait, what? He said it last summer. He said in the presser. I'm gonna go back to the transcript. He said in the presser that he made a comment like, "We really don't feel like development's been a failure per se." When last summer he said that the league told him that it was a failure and it was a concern. So now he's changing that thing, and I'm going to find while you fucking commiserate.
So look, the league told him. So everyone else believes that they fucked it up, right? That's the general gist. The rest of the league thinks you can't develop people, but you don't see it as a problem. Does that make him like an alcoholic or something? Like you can't admit the problem. Like that's the first step that you need to do in order to fix the thing. You need to admit that there's actually a problem there. So if he's not admitting that there's a problem with the development, the Bruins are absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Yeah. He doesn't admit much of problems.
He doesn't think there's an issue. He's like, oh no, everything's fine. Everything's fine. We've developed lots of guys.
Okay. Here's a quote. On improving organizational player development. Sweeney, again, internally, we would not view our player development as a failure at all. I think our guys have done a really, really good job all the way as it's been passed along. You need to continue to implement younger players. We've traded away in several years players that are still playing in the National Hockey League. It's terrific, Donnie. Impact players in the National Hockey League. So, albeit we're trying to David's point, we are trying to be aggressive when we can be. And also identifying doesn't matter if that's who's Nadinov, and it doesn't matter when and where players are drafted. It's a matter of whether or not they can help your hockey club. So now you're watching Providence play right now and identifying the players that may be able to make the jump to help us next year. Who, Donald? None of those guys, except maybe Frederick Brunet, is even on any type of radar. Like all those other guys are journeyman players that are all RFAs. You have no idea what's going to happen with.
I almost choked myself out having to listen to that.
I mean, talk about the word salad, the progression that he's going through. Talking about Hagens, the progression that he's going through, having a chance to play at the end of the regular season into the playoffs, obviously going to Providence and getting that next level and understanding now he's going to go to the World Championships. So again, there's opportunities there that we need to continue to leverage and take advantage of across the board in every one of our players. But Marco had an eye towards that. He had patience for what was going on in Ontario with players that were going to graduate, go through ebbs and flows. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I
have no idea
the way he talks.
What that means. I don't know. He is just throwing words in the air.
It's marketing
what that means.
Business talk.
Yeah.
Leveraging. What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Leveraging. Yeah, it's not a linear path for any player. And I think he's got a really good eye for when a player is able to grasp what he's trying to do systematically. And our guys are out communicating with our next prospects and the guys that we're hopefully going to implement into our lineups down the future.
Stop saying implement into our lineup and start saying going to be on our team or in our group. Stop it.
I'm telling you right now.
You're not in marketing. You're not in economics 101 at Harvard, dumbass.
Yeah, word salad.
Stop with the fucking bullshit and just say what you mean.
I'm telling you, I'm not saying this because I'm a negative asshole, and I am a negative asshole, but I'm not saying it because of that. I'm saying this. This is not going to work.
No.
This is not going to work. And I've said this, and Don Sweeney, I'm not even sure he thinks it's going to work. He is buying time. He is buying time any way he possibly can. And it worked. He played the fucking scratch ticket and he won $500 and he got 3 playoff gates. But this is not going to work. It's not. It's not. And
I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss because I don't know what to say about Don Sweeney and how he handles anything. I hate the way he talks. I don't want him to talk to the media because I think it's just a babbling bunch of bullshit every single time. I don't think he's said a fucking true statement once in his life. I don't think he's meant a word that he said. I don't think he believes anything he says. I think he just talks. And he's like Michael Scott, where he's like, sometimes I just start a sentence and I forget what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, and I just make it up in the middle.
Just he doesn't make sense. Like what I just read you
doesn't make any sense.
Not make sense. But we don't know what we're talking about. So when the media guys start to figure out, maybe this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
And you can say, well, the Benders said that fucking 2 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. Do you think Charlie Jacobs was just confused? Do you think that's what it is?
Charlie Jacobs buys that horse shit.
No, but do you think he's just like confused? Like Donnie gets up there and says that shit like 4 or 5 minutes, and then Charlie's like, he doesn't want to feel like he's dumb. So
he's like, you know what?
Donnie. Yes.
His hand on the pulse.
Yes.
You know who else has his hand on the pulse right now is Connor. Go ahead.
Do you think at all that Charlie Jacobs ever listens to a fucking thing that Don Sweeney has to say?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he listens, but he it's like talk. White man can't jump.
He'll talk. He probably
listens, but he can't hear him.
This is what he says to Donnie. Donnie, how are we going to get to a playoff run? How are we going to do it? Tell me. And he says, word salad, word salad, word salad. And he says, okay, great. Let's go. And then they made the playoffs. So now it's
doubling down.
He's got, what's this, his last year? Is this his last year?
He's got 2 more seasons.
2 more years for Sweeney.
Yeah.
The other thing that's like weird for Sweeney is it's like he's a politician. Like he gets asked an awkward question or a difficult question and he can't answer it. So he starts talking about things around it that are positive.
Right.
If you listen to other GMs or other president of hockey operations in other markets, they are a little bit more raw and forthcoming about what the flaws were in the season, what they've identified the problems were, and what they're going to try and do to improve things.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I feel like these Bruins press conferences just end up being, yay, we had a great season. We feel real good about ourselves, and we hope to improve a little bit next season. Thanks for coming. Good night.
That's part of the reason I can't stand what he says and him talking, because he's not honest. He's not honest about what's happening with the team. And I don't know if he doesn't know what's happening. I feel like that might be part of it, honestly, because I just think he's clueless.
He doesn't have a plan. So he is good enough to say that thing, and people are like, okay. But if you really listen to if someone reads it out loud and it's not his voice, then you say to yourself, what the fuck did he just say? Like, what does that say? What does that even mean? Like, what does it even mean? He talked about Higgins, but he didn't give any specifics other than that. He didn't even talk about Higgins like it was a development thing, but he said development isn't a failure. We send guys out to the prospects. Okay. Do they play the same system that Sturm has? And you said Higgins wasn't ready for? Do they play that at Providence? Does Mujanel know how to coach that? That's a viable question. Does anybody ever ask them that? Like, does everybody ever ask Sturm that or Mujanel? Like, why are people having a hard time with their system? Like, why did Higgins have a hard time with it and have to learn it on the fly? Because he didn't play it in Providence. Why not? Like, why not?
It's a good question. Well, who else is getting implemented onto the team? Is it just Higgins, or do other guys get implemented
Who
onto the
else in
team?
that roster?
Is Reichel implemented onto the team?
Who else
He didn't
in
even
that
say
roster?
team. What did he say? Implemented into our
Yeah, into our roster.
Fucking hell.
Blumel, Brown, Tufty. I mean, those are the guys who are playing heavy minutes there. Those guys aren't in the future. Those guys aren't on the roster. You're probably not going to, you might return one of those guys to Providence. That's it. None of those guys are prospects. Like, you don't, if you look at the roster they play in the playoffs, there's like one prospect on that fucking roster.
So again, with the development thing and why it's not a failure. You're developing guys to go somewhere else.
Yes.
All those
he
guys
even said it.
that are playing heavy minutes are going somewhere else. You're developing guys to go somewhere else and play somewhere else.
He said it.
You're not developing your own guys. You're not giving your own guys ice time in Providence to develop because you care more about winning a motherfucking Calder Cup than you do about developing guys
chance to win.
Play for the Boston Bruins. And by the way, you can't win a fucking series down there, Ryan Moog, you know?
Not a series. Right.
You have one series win since 2022. One. And I don't give a motherfuck what round it's in.
I don't care.
If you get a bye in the first round and then lose the next series, you still lost the first fucking series you played in.
You did. You didn't win at all. You didn't win at all. He even said, we have players all around the league. Okay. What about the players you have in your
Who gives a rat's ass?
Yeah, they don't help you.
If Ryan Donato or Frank Vetrano are playing for someone else, who gives a flying fuck? How does that help the Boston Bruins at all?
Who was the other dude? Cam. Who's the dude that rose from the dead? Cam, whatever the fuck.
Cam Stewart.
Cam Stewart.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cam Neely. Who was it?
Cam. I don't know.
Cameron Hughes with the Stars. Is that who you're referencing?
Yeah, Cameron Hughes.
Here, I got a couple of quotes from the transcript. I pulled it up in my email just for some giggles. I'll start with a mediocre one, and then I think I got one to follow it up that might give us a microphone slam or two. Sweeney, on continuing Hagen's development, said, no, I mean, Marco alluded to it already, like he's going to give him an opportunity, like we're not going to force anybody. You know, Fraser Minton's at 50 games, right where he should have been, and then made continued progression throughout. And I referenced went in and played, you know, in the top situations at certain times of the year and produced. Then, when talking about drafting players with high ceilings, specifically when mentioning Letourneau, he said, well, I don't know what your scouting report said 2 years ago. A lot of people said that Dean wasn't worth that swing, and he did all the work and put himself in a situation. And hopefully he's just going to continue to go there and take advantage of it.
Oh, he was really smug about the Letourneau thing. Like, that's when he turned to the reporter and was like, well, a lot of you guys said Letourneau was... I still don't know what Letourneau is going to be, Donnie, because I don't know if you'll give him a chance. Like, I don't know if you're going to dick around with him. Like, yeah, he had a great sophomore year at Boston College. I have no idea what that means for his time with the Bruins. I have no idea. Higgins was a Hobey Baker finalist. And he played 3 games, and then you said he wasn't ready, and then he has a lot to learn. Okay, somebody asked a follow-up one time. Give me 2 examples of what he has to learn. Can you do that, Marco? Give me 2 examples. So, but no one asked the follow-up questions. Like, no one asked him, like, development. Okay, Donnie, you have players all around the league who you draft or develop, whatever the hell, all around the league who used to play for you. Okay, what about the guys who do play for you? And how does that benefit your club right now? Like, how does that benefit your organization if you send a guy somewhere else and he plays well? Like, if Ryan Lindgren is a really good NHL defenseman, what does that do for you? It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't do anything. And that doesn't mean you developed them. You sent them somewhere else.
You sent them, and they developed them. So again, word salad city. Like, can somebody have? And you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm probably wrong. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the media might start asking some at least more challenging questions coming up here. I think they might, because they're already voicing it. They're throwing it out there on X. I don't think they're going to be like firing things like the guy in Toronto, but I think they're going to be kind of challenging and following up with questions a little bit more, because they should. I mean, they're seeing what we've seen for a while. So, and they won't let us in there. So, Chirp 4, Sweeney gets snippy again in the presser about Dean Letourneau. Is he feeling the heat?
He should be feeling the heat. He should have been feeling the heat from us, and he probably has been for fucking as long as we've been doing this thing.
Yeah, he doesn't. He people don't like us.
No,
because you know what? Because we watch it, we tell the truth, and now people are starting to tell the truth. Like, people who in the media are starting to tell. We're just a couple of fucking ham and eggers. They're fucking people in the media starting to tell the truth. So now what? So now he's going to get snippier and snippier.
Credentialed bitch.
Yeah.
We got cred.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's and he could have answered that a different way. He could have answered that a different way. He could have been like, well, look, our development, we don't see our development as a failure. We picked Letourneau. He joined BC a little earlier than he was supposed to.
We fucked that up.
Gained a lot of experience. Yeah. And then in his second year, he really blossomed under Greg Brown or whatever the fuck the guy's name is.
Yeah.
Coach BC.
He blossomed. Yeah, he figured he made a massive jump, and he did.
Yeah, made a huge jump. And we're proud of him. We're proud of the way he played, and hopefully he can continue to do that. And we're looking forward to him being a Boston Bruin. But no, he's got to, because he's sensitive about the damn thing, because he fucking sucks at it.
Yeah.
He's sensitive about the development.
Yeah.
Dean, nobody else thought we should draft him, but we did because we're smarter than everybody else.
Well, I don't know that yet, Donnie. I don't know that yet.
We'll see how it goes.
I don't know that yet.
Been a lot of guys who had really good careers at BC that didn't amount to a hill of shit.
Two of them didn't sign with you.
Yeah.
So there's that. Go ahead, Carter.
One of the best quotes here about Letourneau is, because we're equally proud of, again, the development staff that worked with him and the work that he did. Giving kudos to the Bruins development staff who was going to work with Letourneau throughout his season.
So, look.
He's trying to mend that fence.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, no. But the thing that bugs me about it is who's the development staff that's working with Letourneau?
That's a valid question. That's a great follow-up. Like, who can you identify a couple of people in the organization who work with him?
Is it Jamie Langenbrunner and is it that, or is it the people at BC?
Yeah,
is it BC? Is it the BC strength and conditioning coach and the BC fucking offensive coach and Greg Brown? Is it those guys, or is it people that you actually fucking employ? Because I don't think it is. I think it's the people at BC.
I'm really interested in seeing how much an NHL team has say in a college prospect. Like, do they try to coach that? Do they? Because look at the BC coach has his own philosophies.
Sure,
he doesn't necessarily have the same philosophy as the.
He's not playing the fucking Bruins system.
No. So I don't know how much is how the Bruins developing him until they get their hands on him.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think BC did a really good job in the offseason.
Greg Brown
did a really good job with Letourneau. And credit goes to Dean Letourneau for being for fucking doing it, dude. So, and let's see what happens junior year. But don't tell me that your development guys, they talked to him for 5 minutes after the game and say, hey, we saw this or we saw that. That's not really developing. That's not being on the ice and developing. Now, if he goes to camp this summer, they have a chance to get hands on. And maybe some of that helps. Sure. Maybe some of that helps.
Yeah, I'm not fucking buying that.
But
you know what? I'm not giving them fucking credit for a single motherfucking thing until it shows up on the ice for the Boston Bruins. I'm not. I just won't. I refuse to now because he has it up his ass. It's up my ass too.
Right.
Like I'm tired. I'm tired of it. I'm not giving them fucking credit for anything until it happens with the Bruins. James Higgins, you get no fucking credit from me until that kid is playing for the Boston Bruins.
Right.
You, Donnie.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I still don't know where you have Higgins because I don't know how they're gonna implement him into the roster. I don't. They're gonna play him on wing, but then Sturm said he's gonna be playing some in the middle of the ice. So is he on wing first? And if he's on wing, is he on wing with fucking Tanner Jeannot and some other fucking hack, or is he on with people who can actually play?
Well, the team's a bunch of hacks, so he's going to be with hacks.
I mean, if he played with a good player for a little bit, look when he played with Zellers, even. They fucking lit up the scoreboard together. Like, he had some talent. Like, I don't know.
But if those guys both go to Providence, Zellers will play with Tufte and Blumel, and Higgins will play with Brown and fucking,
it's just, I'm telling you, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's not. And at some point 2 years from now, there's going to be a serious discussion on Don Sweeney. Neely will always be here. He's fucking Harry Sinden. But there's going to be a serious discussion about it because this is going to run dry at some point. It is. He is stretching it out. He is buying time.
It's run dry with me already.
I mean, we could see this is the thing. We are honest enough to see that this is going to happen. Like, if they had any fucking foresight, they would just fire the guy at the end of, maybe at the end of next year or middle year, whoever. I don't know.
Other teams do it all the time.
They do it all the time. They would fire him if they had any foresight. We can see this coming a mile away. It's like a medicine ball coming at your fucking head a mile away, but you don't do anything about it till the last second, then you're dead. So I think that's what this is going to be. He's just not. Tell me how he's going to make this work.
He can't make it work.
He can't.
He can't fix it.
He can't get free agents. He doesn't really have unless he piles assets together. He really doesn't have enough unless he trades Pastrnak or McAvoy or someone. He really doesn't have enough to get a top.
You think he has the fucking balls to trade Pastrnak or McAvoy?
No, he doesn't. No. He doesn't. So look, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And we're going to have to die this slow death together. And it's not going to work. And they're going to lose Evan Gold. And then who do you bring in? Who do you bring in? Ted Donato? That's another thing. Like,
Teddy D.
No
and
offense to Ted Donato. No offense. But I don't want another Bruins inbred in the fucking management office. I don't. Here's the thing I've always thought of in this whole thing. And the example I use is Jason Varitek with the Red Sox. Okay. Just because you love the guy and he was a big part of your happiness doesn't mean he can manage, coach, fucking general manage, scout, anything. Doesn't mean anything. So you can't tell me that all these guys are good at what they do. I have no idea if Adam McQuaid is good at development. It doesn't look great right now. I have no idea. Chris Kelly certainly can't coach the power play. So I don't know. It doesn't mean that all of these guys are really good at this. It doesn't. It just doesn't. In fact, the odds are really low that all of them are good at it.
Yeah. Michael Jordan was the best basketball player in the history of the world.
Worst.
And he can't manage a goddamn basketball team.
Oh, my God.
And manage a basketball team. So don't tell me that just because the guy's a Hall of Famer like Zdeno Chara or even Patrice Bergeron, people clamoring for Patrice Bergeron.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, because he was great. So but that's the thing. Just because he was a great player does not mean anything as far as how he can build a roster or,
Yeah, I agree.
Trade guy, like just because they were good doesn't mean anything.
No,
it really doesn't.
It doesn't. And I am like adamant that that's a real oversell on it. Like even Patrice, and a lot of times great players aren't great at coaching because they don't get why the other people can't do what they did. They don't get it. Like Ted Williams was an awful manager because he was arrogant and thought he did everything great. And why can't everybody else do it like I do it?
Right.
So that thing happens. So I don't want this. Can you get some people who really understand hockey and are really good at what they do? Get assistant GMs for teams that built the fucking thing and are really humming with it. Like, get those guys. But don't, Teddy Donato leaves to Harvard, so now he's going to come take some. I mean, do you know anybody else? Like, do you have anybody else's phone number? Like, can you get somebody else?
Yeah.
Chirp 5, Providence Bruins losing their first series again. Fucking send the parade down Woonsocket.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 50 wins or whatever it was.
To Mooch and to all those guys, because they developed people, not just as players, as people too.
And I see people on X that say, well, Muginello has done this. He's great at play. I saw someone say he's great at player development.
Yeah, I almost lost my mind.
Like, okay, who? Like, name someone he developed as an NHL player. Well, Frederic Brunet, and he really helped Frederic Brunet and somebody else. Like, well, those guys haven't played in the NHL yet. I have no idea if they've been developed well because they haven't played a fucking game. Oh, they played one game in the NHL. I have no idea. Like, I'm talking developing guys who are core members of your team. Zero.
Oh.
So tell me what that means. What do you mean he's great at development? How is he great at development? Ask Fabian Lysell how good he is at development.
Yeah. In order to be great at development, don't you have to develop someone?
Yeah, somebody, anybody. Hang your hat on somebody. Like, really, like anybody. Like, if Matt Poitras was a 40-point guy right now, I'd give you that one. But he's not.
I don't know if I would.
Give him a fucking spot.
You know what? I don't know if I would.
Yeah, I mean, true. I don't know. Yeah,
he
you're right.
made the Bruins as a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Got hurt
backwards
after having a good season and then went backwards. And he was nowhere to be found for 2 years. It took you 2 years to develop him?
2 years. Yep.
So, I don't know. I'm not necessarily giving him Poitras. I'm a hard grader right now. I don't know. Give these guys an inch.
Yeah, I don't know. Go ahead, Connor.
I got a little bit of a spiel here, so I'll try to keep it a little bit short. Mooch joined the P Bruins organization in 2018. They have had one series win in the playoffs since that. And they've had 7 trips to the playoffs in those years. Mm-hmm. COVID kind of fucked 2 of them up.
Is it the 2025 first round win? Is that the only one?
Correct. Against Springfield, yes.
Yeah.
3 of those seasons, they placed high enough to have a bye in the first round and lost their first round matchup, which was technically the second round opponent.
Right, which they're the favorite team.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right.
Now, my thought of, should we really give a singular fuck about trying to win a Calder Cup versus developing prospects? Well, apparently he's developing prospects, right? So here's a couple of the all-stars that he's developed. John Beecher, Trent Frederick, Lauko, Mark McLaughlin, Mason Lohrei, Jeremy Swayman, and potentially Frederic Brunet. And I'll take Matt Poitras off that.
Yeah,
since
goalies, they all do great at. Goalies are great. I'll give him goalies.
Yeah. Those are the players that have come through the Bruins system that they have had the hand in bringing them into the NHL ecosphere.
Right.
That Mooch has had an ounce of helping develop. Right. Not fucking one of them has turned out to be really worth a goddamn, except for Swayman. And I think that is totally goalie Bob, and Mooch can't fucking take credit for that.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. So, again, like, here's the other thing. They won, 50-something games this year, set some kind of record or whatever. But they've got like 4 30-goal scorers on the team. They've got guys who are really good AHL players on the team. Blumel and Tufte and Merkulov. Like, those guys have all been like 30-goal scorers in the league.
Yeah.
They have really good AHL talent. So that's the other thing. They had a great season, but they also had some really great AHL players.
Stop going out and collecting AHL talent.
Oh, I know. It's just, I'm going to get this guy because he has 39 goals for the fucking
I mean,
dingbats.
that's Alex Steves too, though.
Alex Steves, another one. He had a bunch of goals in the AHL.
Yeah. Steves, Blumel, bring in the AHL guys. Got those guys. And then to go with Merkulov and Brown and Tufte, it's a good collection of AHL guys. Play the guys who are going to end up in Boston. That's what I want. Play the guys you hope end up in Boston a lot. Play those guys together.
I don't understand why they don't do it. I don't understand why the focus isn't, we got to find guys who we can get to the fucking roster. And it's like the roster is like gold. Like they can't, it's gold. They like, we're getting these guys that there's really little chance that they're going to make it. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to make it so hard? Why is it this game?
Why aren't you putting the people in positions to succeed?
Yeah.
Like if you draft a guy who's an offensive guy, why aren't you putting him in a position to succeed? Why aren't you playing him with other offensive guys? Yeah. Why are you playing him with a fourth line fucking career AHL plugger? Why are you playing him with that guy? Why aren't you playing him with other offensive players? Why aren't you giving him power play time? Why aren't you playing him in all situations? Why aren't you letting him develop? Put him in a position to succeed. And they don't fucking do it. They're trying to coach him into being Patrice Bergerons. Every single one of those guys. They want to have the best defensive stick in the AHL. Well, I got fucking news for you. There's one best defensive stick in the AHL, and it's fucking Patrice Bergeron and that golden fucking schlong. And there aren't any other guys who have it.
Right.
So you're not making it up. So let those guys play how they play, and put them in a position to succeed. What do you got, Connor?
This is going to be another dunk on the P Bruins, but also the player development with you continuing to sign these journeymen, AHLers or fourth line pluggers in the NHL who play down in the A. People like Gasso, Pelosi, Liam Pettersson, Oscar Jelvik, maybe even fucking Mason Langenbrunner. None of them are going to have a spot to play or want to play. Like, you're not using your AHL to develop players anymore. That's why your player development sucks. You're literally not trying to develop players. And you're not even trying to sign them and put them in your roster at this point. And one of the things that I think's fucking wild is one of the top brass in your player development program. His son is owned by your franchise, and he's still not signed and could walk right to free agency. And what the fuck does that tell you? If somebody that high up in your organization is obviously pushing for their son to not sign where he works so he can go somewhere else and probably have a better opportunity.
Interesting.
Holy shit.
Interesting. Yes, it was Mick Calaggio. I think that's Robert Forte. Bruins 7140. It was Mick Calaggio that I saw that tweet about defending Mouginel, saying he was a great talent developer. And I think he mentioned Brunet and somebody else. And I'm like, that's what you're going with? Is a guy who hasn't made it yet? And I don't know. So, and yes, Victoria, that is the person. I only mention people by name if they're worth a damn. So, yes. That was an old podcast that I used to host. Chirp 6. Yay or nay? Elias Pettersson.
That is a giant nay from this man.
And look, he has had 2 kind of down years in a row, and he's had 100 points before, and he's skilled, but man, seems to be another. We gotta ramp him up and push him to fucking compete, and I just can't do that thing. I can't. And I know that 1Cs are hard to come by, and you got to take a flyer and you got to take a chance and all this other stuff. I just think that's going to be bad news.
He's not playing like 1C, and he hasn't for a while.
No, and he hasn't for a while.
It's Elias Lindholm all over again.
Yeah, it's actually kind of scary how it's the same kind of resume.
Very fucking similar.
It's similar. Couple of Swedes.
It's Elias Lindholm all over again.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
Giant red flag and a giant fucking no thank you from me.
Yeah, I mean, if they're dying to get rid of him and you want to give him for nothing, then okay, maybe. But I just think you go for. I'd rather Thomas or someone else, like someone who I know can compete. That type of guy. Pettersson just scares the shit out of me. He does.
Connor, you want to pipe in on this thing?
Yeah, you love fucking.
Yeah,
Pettersson.
I mean,
you're a Swede, aren't you? Are you Swedish?
Are you a Swede?
Not. I was kind of scrolling up to see if I could find what I sent to you guys the other day, and I did, but I got fucking distracted by us all of a sudden being the fucking Village people with fucking roosters.
I know. Did you see that? That's great. That's I made these photos. They're unbelievable.
Took me an extra second to scroll up. But here's what I said to you guys about Elias Pettersson. Looking at his points per game every season, it's significantly above what some of the Bruins players in that roster slot are currently contributing. He had one bad year after the COVID season, plus the last 2 seasons when the fucking franchise has been dog shit. They've been making all the wrong moves. There's been chaos all over the roster. I think if you put Pettersson with Pastrnak and Higgins, he's probably going to be a 100-point player again. And Pastrnak has a chicken dick's chance at 120 points, however you want to split that out between goals and assists. Neely admitted that they need speed and skill. There's not going to be a ton of ways to go and get that unless you're drafting high in the draft, and they're currently not trying to do that by how they're building their team. So if Vancouver is willing to sell low on Pettersson as far as the ask of a return, I would be interested. Maybe they're going to take somebody like a Middlestat or a Zacha and a Mason Lohrei and pull some money off your books at the same token of getting Pettersson off their roster for quite some time. Is he a gamble? Yeah, obviously he's a gamble. After the last 2 seasons, you never know what it's going to be. But I also feel like the level of talent that you could put him with is actually a little bit better than what he's been playing with in Vancouver. And it would remove him from a toxic scenario that he's obviously not having a good time in. And he's probably been hoping that he was the one traded and they never traded him.
Yeah, I think he's soft as fuck.
Yeah, I don't want any more soft.
Yeah. Putting him with Pastrnak, obviously he would have a better year, but I'm not sure how much better, because his last 2 years are a giant red flag to me. Because if David Pastrnak with this collection of suck can put up 100 points, then Elias Pettersson, if he's scored 100 points previously, he should be able to do it with that collection of suck. He's got Jake DeBrusk. He's got fucking Besser. He's got guys who can score goals there. It's not like there's not guys who can score.
Oh, there was some talent there for sure.
So, I'm out. The last 2 years scared the bejesus out of me, and I don't want fucking that soft, no competing asshole anywhere near my.
Yeah, I honestly, I'd rather have Zacha. I think, because at least Zacha will be defensively responsible. He'll produce some, 50 to 60 points. He could play wing and center and up and down the lineup and be, a good pro. I'd rather have that for like $3.5 million less per year.
Yeah, and Hughes was there, like Zach A says, until 50 games ago.
Yeah, Quinn Hughes was there too. I mean, they had some talent. Yeah. It was just a complete dumpster fire. It's another Jake DeBrusk of like, we're gonna push this guy and try to, he's gonna take nights off, and it's just not gonna work.
How many guys do you need to fucking light a fire under? I want guys who have a self-lit fire. I don't want guys that I have to fucking light a fire underneath.
Guys who are dying to win a cup, which they had in 2011. That's why they won the cup. They had guys up and down that lineup who hadn't won a cup. That kind of shit matters. Like, they don't. If you have a team of guys who haven't really won a cup and they're dying to, then that helps.
Well, and you get a fucking all-world goaltending performance.
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. But which honestly, you have the potential to get
Sure.
with Swayman. You have the potential for that. He'd get hot. He could do that thing.
He could.
So that's kind of there for you.
You gotta
now you got to figure out the other thing.
You got to put a team around Swayman. You got to actually defend in front of him.
Right.
Let's start there. Let's start there.
Chip 7 behind the B had footage of David Pastrnak losing his mind and his teammates after period 1 of Game 4 against Buffalo. Was this strategic to foreshadow the captaincy? And how does the team come out like that when we, in quotes, we talked about this, says David.
Because that's what they do.
That's what they do.
That's what this Bruins group, this Bruins core, that's what they do. That's what they are. If you ask me to describe this Bruins group, I would say they talk a good game, but they don't show it on the ice.
Nope.
That is this Bruins group in a nutshell.
Yep.
That's what they do.
They
talk, they say all the right things, and when they get on the ice, they shit all over themselves.
Yep.
That's what this Bruins group is.
That's what they do. So you're right. And I think it is like a foreshadowing.
Absolutely.
I think it's going to happen. I don't love it. I don't. And it's not because I don't believe in Pastrnak. I don't believe, I don't think that at all. It's just that I don't want him to carry that weight. I don't. Especially when they're trying to get more talent. And he's already done a lot. Like, I know people rip on the guy, but he's done a lot to drag this fucking team.
Sure has.
He has. Maine Mariners did win tonight. Good for the Maine Mariners. They're up 3-2 in their second round series. 5-3 win over the Wheeling Nailers.
Who's the head coach of that team?
It's not Wallen anymore. I don't know who that is.
Oh. Can he develop people?
Yeah, can he come to the Providence Bruins? Yeah, maybe. So good for the Maine Mariners up there. Okay, Connor's Corner.
Gonna keep it a little hockey related off the bat here. Everybody knows that I'm a closet Steve Dangle fan, even though I'm not a fan of the Leafs. I love his content. I find it very similar to ours. And they recently were having a conversation about Austin Matthews and him as the captain, and should he stay, should he go, what it means moving forward. And one of the things that really struck me was he said he was having these conversations with somebody in the hockey universe about Austin Matthews being upset that the team didn't defend him when Radko Gudas, injured him, etc. And the person said to him, when is the last time you saw Austin Matthews get into any kind of scrum to defend a teammate, to help a teammate, anything like that? And Steve was like, you know what? Fuck me, you're right. Like, maybe him having the C and being the captain in Toronto, regardless of who he is and how good he is as a player, wasn't the right choice because he's not following what the identity should be. Like, if you want your teammates to come and defend you, that's what you should be going and doing. Sure. And if that's not what you want that player to be doing on the ice for you, for your team, you shouldn't put him in that position. And this really strikes me a lot with this David Pastrnak conversation, because can David Pastrnak be the best goal scorer on this team and the best offensive player? Yes and yes. Should he be the one defending teammates and sticking up for teammates? No and no. Should he have a conversation with the refs about things going on?
Yes.
Absolutely. So in my eyes, that puts you in an A category to me. I don't know that he should be that guy. And
I don't know. Did Patrice Bergeron, do that type of thing?
No,
he didn't. Let's be honest.
He didn't fight. He didn't fight people, but he would get into scrums.
Sure, like Pastrnak does too.
Yeah, he does. He does. So I think everybody loves, like Zach says, everyone loves Pasta, and I think they'll battle for him. Certainly.
Sure.
I feel like it's probably a little extra pressure. It's a little added something that he doesn't need.
Yeah, I don't like that part of it.
I just don't think he needs it. I don't think he needs more pressure. He has enough pressure trying to drag this collection of assholes across the fucking finish line.
He does.
He doesn't need more pressure.
He does.
He already has enough, trying to carry the entire goddamn offense because Sweeney won't give him any help. Let him worry about that shit. And let's leave the rah-rah stuff and the defending teammates and the captaincy to someone else who, doesn't have to deal with all the same kind of things that Pastrnak does.
I do like the fact that Pastrnak seems to really want to win a cup. Like he's really starting to say those things about getting older and really wants to win. So that bodes well when your best player really wants to win. So they need to take advantage of that. They do.
Yeah, they need to give him some goddamn help, and he's asking for it now. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
It'd be very interesting to see what they do.
Because if things kind of stay the status quo, Pastrnak's going to get more and more disenfranchised, as the years go on.
Yeah. Glenn says Mark Kastelic. I really haven't seen Kastelic speak. I haven't seen him be extra vocal. Yeah, he does it physically, and he plays such a good example of how he plays. I don't know if he's
there's only one real option outside of David Pastrnak and Charlie McAvoy if you're not taking them. Even the media, Nesson, you name it, they all agree on this third person, and we all know it, and it's Nikita Zadorov. That is the only other option.
It's not. It's going to be Pastrnak. I think we all know this. We know it because the behind the B thing is produced by the fucking Bruins. They put that out for a reason.
Strategically.
Acting like WWE script writers over here.
Yes. Yes, Connor. They have fucking final edit approval. They put it out. That is
absolutely. Do you think that the Bruins would allow free wheel? We're gonna let be behind the B. They could do whatever they want. They absolutely take a look at that fucking edit before it goes out. You were talking about the Boston Bruins.
Yeah.
They don't even let Kevin Paul DuPont ask a question. Of course they're gonna fucking edit. See that edit.
We all agree. The comment section agrees. The three of us all agree that it should be Zadorov.
I 100%
going to be Pastrnak, and everybody should just get it through their heads. I don't necessarily think it's a mistake. I just think it's extra pressure that he doesn't need.
I
think they'll do a fine job.
Yes,
but I think it's extra pressure that he doesn't need.
I don't want it for him.
Yes, exactly. I don't want it for him. And what I do think is they should take the damn A away from Elias Hampus Sweetholm and give it to Zadorov if you're going to do that thing.
Yes. So those three should be in the triangle.
Yes,
those three players. All right. Anything else, Connor?
Yeah. So for the rest of it, this is going to be kind of my theme for the summer is taking it away from the sport and hockey and kind of shining a little light on our lives off of the stream here.
Oh, okay.
So like I texted you guys earlier this week, I was making some hot dogs and fucking had a wild hair up my ass and decided to butter the buns and grill those babies. And 10 out of 10. Not every day you get some grilled hot dog buns.
I'll tell you.
Not every day your buns get grilled.
I love a good fucking grilled hot dog bun.
No. Oh my God. Yeah. So good.
My question on the food portion today, what is one unique or rare thing that you love to eat this time of year that you don't get to normally eat? It's a springtime food, a summertime vibe.
Summertime food.
Summertime foods. You got to go with grilling stuff. So because I could grill in the winter. I have on occasion, but generally speaking, I don't. So I'm going sausage, peppers, and onions.
Oh yeah, that's a ballpark summertime. Every time I smell that, I'm put myself at Fenway on the street.
We just had those. My son and I just had those Monday night.
I'm a big potato salad, pasta salad guy in the summer. I don't typically eat a lot of potato salad in the winter or whatever.
Yeah.
But I like the summer
Corn on the
sides.
cob is a great call.
Corn on the cob.
That's Eileen.
That's another one.
Corn on the cob is a great call.
Yeah, corn on the cob. And you don't have to butter it the way Joe makes it, right?
No, you don't. No butter.
You could always throw a little butter. Butter makes everything better.
You don't need it. It's so good.
Shish kebabs. That's another good call. Shish kebabs on the thing is
oh yeah, so good shish kebab.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of Amish people here, we decided to go to the farmers market last weekend, and we were walking around, and there's a gajillion places selling baked goods and little things here and there. And Amanda goes, if we're going to get some baked goods, I'm probably just going to get it from the Amish people. They probably have the best baked goods, right? I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, no problem. So she walks over, starts looking at everything. And then she looks at me and she goes, do you have any cash on you? I was like, no, why? She was like, you can't pay with card. I was like, yeah, they're Amish people. What did you think?
Fucking Amish people.
So that was a little bit of a bummer, but she's prepared for next time.
Surf and Bird likes Amish macaroni salad. What is that? Is that like a specific macaroni salad, Amish?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Is that? I don't know what that is.
For the remainder of the corner,
yeah,
you guys have to tell the peeps here, the crackheads, if you will, in the comments section, and the listeners out there around the world, what have y'all been up to recently?
In the last 8 days, let's see. We went out the other night.
We did.
Yep.
Get the city baby get on.
The podcasters went out with significant others, and
we
had a little.
What was the occasion?
Oh, we had Eileen's birthday and Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And just a general get together. We hadn't been together for a bit.
General tomfoolery.
Yeah. So we went to a brewery, Red Hand Brewery.
Yeah.
In Lakeville, Mass.
Lakeville.
Down near the Cape. And then we went to a nice fireside restaurant up the street.
Yeah.
Had a good, ate like pigs.
Giving us money.
Yeah, I know. They can sponsor us anytime.
Sponsorship.
We did that and, celebrated Mother's Day. This weekend, we're going to go see Eileen's daughter, and we're going to, in Greenfield, Massachusetts, out western Mass.
Yeah, that's a haul.
Yeah, hit some antique places maybe, and we're going to play a little golf maybe Sunday.
What is that? Is that where, isn't there something on like, I don't know, it was on like HGTV? Like
the flea market flip. Flea market flip, the biggest flea market in Greenfield.
There you go.
Yeah. In May and October, I think maybe those two.
Yeah, that's out there.
That's out there that way. An hour from Eileen's daughter, but that's kind of a antique.
I can just picture Matt now in his slacks.
He's a
his hydro flask.
He likes to shop, Matty.
I love to shop.
He's a shopping guy. He's an antique guy. I don't know. I don't know.
I do the antiques. I do the shopping.
Yeah. He brings his hydro flask.
I get pedicures.
He's very Metro.
I'm Metro as hell. Yeah. Me and Brady. I'm Metro.
Yeah. My son is actually graduating college Saturday. So
yes, there you go.
We got that going for us. And then so it'll probably be a dinner after that. His birthday is Sunday. So we got Saturday, Sunday, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So got a busy weekend.
My daughter is graduating on June 10th from Drexel University in Philadelphia.
There you go.
So that'll be done. So
some busy times.
Doing her thing. And so summer's going to be great. I do love shopping in antiques. Yes, her daughter likes it too. So
there you go. And like Flint.
Eileen is not a shopper. She doesn't like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what right now. That's kind of the vibe right now. And we'll do weekly potting. We do have draft coming up. We have free agency coming up. So it's usually pretty good to like mid-July, and then
there are a lot of good breweries in Central and Western Mass.
There are.
Yes. And we still need to get out to, and we're going to do it at some point. We need to get out to Treehouse out there in Charlton.
Yes. Treehouse. Yes. That's a good one. I'd like to hit, Trillium and Canton and the outdoor.
We got to do that again.
Castle Island over there in Norwood.
Yeah, Castle Island's in Norwood.
They play the 90s alternative.
It's a good time there.
Yeah, it is.
They have a Castle Island has one in downtown, I think now.
Yeah, we got to get to the Mighty Squirrel Beer Garden.
Yes, we do.
Down by the Fenway.
We got a lot of beer to drink this summer.
We do. We may, we're gonna take some years off our life, but that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, let's, you only live once.
You only live once. All right, beauties and benders and all that stuff.
Some dogs living together.
The beauty is the Maine Mariners.
Gonna love you, eh? They're gonna be loving you from dawn until dusk.
The ECHL affiliate has a 3-2 lead in the second round, and doing really well. So good for them. And good for Portland,
them.
Maine.
Good for Maine.
Portland, Maine. I'll tell you what. Portland, Maine really gets behind the hockey teams like Portland Pirates, Maine Mariners, even the Lewiston Maniacs when they were in the queue.
Mm-hmm.
Like they do well attendance wise, and it's good because they don't have pro teams in Maine. So it's
I'll tell you why. Portland's a great city.
It is.
Lots of beer places, and people just get drunk and go to the hockey.
Yeah, I mean the Portland's a great, especially in the summer.
Portland is a fantastic, sneaky top 5 city in New England.
Yeah, sneaky top. Yeah,
maybe not. Sneaky. Maybe it just is.
Actually, you know what? It probably is.
We'll just throw it right out there.
In the summer. It's just dynamite.
Right up.
Yes, Eileen, I did bake Eileen a cake. I baked her a lemon poke cake. So you make the lemon cake, and then you poke holes, and you pour raspberry jello in it.
What do you poke holes with?
With a fucking,
Oh.
with a fucking.
If it was just for Eileen,
well, that's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah, it gets a little messy.
Kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah. And then you pour some raspberry jello in it, and it's really good. It's a
raspberry lemonade.
Raspberry lemon cake.
I mean, that sounds delicious.
It's delicious.
You leave your penis out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a family. I mean, Jesus, the family was there. It's Sunday, the Lord's Day.
That a boy. The family was there. So, only
we went to church. I'm going to come back, make a cake. Come on.
Only did it once. Family was there.
Hey, you can do anything once, right? Isn't that what they say?
Once.
Once. My mother shot me once. Once. What movie? My mother shot me once. Once.
No.
Remember that movie?
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah. Anybody has it in the comments, throw it out there. All
right. Bender, your friend and mine, Mr. Player Safety, George Barrows.
Oh, my God. What a tool bag.
Yeah. You want to take this one? Maddie, anyone want to take it?
The inconsistency and the bullshit.
I don't like it.
It's just have a fucking set guidelines. Like, don't make it so judgmental and wishy-washy. Nice job, Lynn. Johnny Dangerously. Great movie.
Yeah.
Just have a fucking plan. Just have more direct parameters.
I think it's all over the place. It's all over the place. And if you've seen, someone tweeted it out, and I don't remember what the stats are, but the Florida Panthers and what their suspensions and stuff are, versus what they should be is crazy. Like,
it is nuts.
What they've gotten away with, since he's been in there is ridiculous.
It 100% is. 100% is. All right, NHL playoff thoughts.
Tell you some of the Western Conference teams look like they're playing a different game than what the Bruins.
Don't they though? I mean, Colorado, Minnesota is just like, wow.
The speed and skill in other series, and then you watch the Bruins skating through mud like they have continuously.
They can't compete.
They can't compete. And it does. It looks like a different game. It looks like a different game. Even some of the teams in the West that didn't advance, like Anaheim, watching them play, like they have some really good young players that
they do.
If I was an Anaheim Ducks fan, I would be excited about that team.
Absolutely.
Leo Carlson, Beckett Seneke, like Jakov, like they have Jackson Lindholm, like they have some good young talent.
Yes.
Really good young talent. And they made the playoffs. So that's a step in the right direction. Like that's something I would be excited about. What the Bruins did, made the playoffs, which is nice, but I don't think there's the same excitement around the team.
There wasn't.
As there would be with a team like Anaheim that's on the rise. You have a young core that's exciting. That's something to build around. And I don't think, with Boston right now, you don't have that. There's like a section of guys that try hard, which is good, which is nice. You like to see overachieve. Nice, good to see. But it's not really kind of the same. There's not the same enthusiasm around the team. So, all it shows me is the Bruins are farther away than ever.
They really are. And there's something about a really talented younger team that's progressing. That really brings like energy, like you said, like really get behind like Anaheim. Even Philadelphia has young players that are
Martin, Zegras, and there's some
exciting.
Mitchkov. So there's some young guys that you can be excited about. And the Canes have a lot of talent. Victoria's saying Canes are crazy. Started 8-0.
Yeah.
So
8-0. Yeah. Montreal too.
Montreal does have some young talent.
They do.
So
they do. They do. I don't know. All right, we're on a bender, Mr. Smith.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 questions. I'll think of another one.
Okay.
All right. Question number 1.
Yeah.
Do you fart in front of your wife?
No.
I don't. I hate. I feel uneasy. We have this discussion, Eileen and I, because Eileen is a she's a free farter.
She's a free spirit.
Doesn't care at all. But so it gets to the point wherever I kind of fartle, she's like kind of giggles because she's like, you're not really a farter in public, and I'm not. Even like public restroom rather. Like if I'm in a public restroom and I have to kind of go, I have to be in there alone. So if someone else is in there, I wait.
Matt has anxiety about somebody hearing him shit.
I do. I hate it. I do.
Yeah, I don't really go. I don't really shit.
Yeah, I have a hard time.
We had this conversation already. I'm doing that at my house.
Yes, 100%. What musical instrument would you be?
Musical instrument would I be?
Yeah.
I used to play the trumpet, but I hated carrying that fucking thing around. I fucking hated it. I really did. My mother will tell you to this day, that I was really good at it. I played the trumpet in like 2nd, 3rd grade in California. It was like you got music early, and then I did it in like middle school, and I had to walk to school. I fucking hated carrying my trumpet to school on those days where I had fucking music class.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I am
I'll go with like give me like I'm a little loud, so we'll go with an electric guitar. I was gonna say acoustic guitar, but that's not really my style.
Electric. Yeah, true. I'm gonna go. I'm a saxophone baby.
Smooth jazz, a little smooth jazz, motherfucker.
Jazz,
little fucking
absolutely.
Baker Street.
Put you in
Get
a mood
on a little bit.
Yeah. Was it Grover Washington Jr.? I'm just fucking. How do you like your meat?
Medium.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
pink or not pink.
No, I want it pink, but I don't want it cool. So like medium rare is supposed to be cool pink. Like, I don't want that. I want it fucking hot. Like I ordered a fucking hot steak. I don't want it cold. I want it hot. Yeah. So give me a fucking hot steak that's pink. That's what I want.
Hot steak.
So medium. Okay. Yeah.
Favorite vegetable?
Oh, that's tough. Corn. We were talking about corn on the cob. Boom. There you go.
Okay.
Corn on the cob. I'll eat almost any vegetable though. I'm a vegetables guy. I'll eat almost anything.
I eat almost any. Eileen's trying to get me on the avocado thing, and there's something about the texture of it at first, but it's
a superfood.
Pretty. I know it's a fucking You say it every fucking time.
Anybody
Yeah, I
brings
know.
avocado,
Okay.
I have to tell you it's a superfood. I have
It's
to.
a superfood.
It's a super.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it is.
It is. I can't, but I don't do ugly food well. So if it looks ugly, I have a hard time.
Mash it. You eat fucking potato salad and fucking
I tell you.
pasta salad, and you mash that shit up. Just mash some fucking avocado up. Throw a little lime in there, a little cilantro.
The
and
lime will do it.
Chips with it.
Yeah, the lime will
little
do
guac. Boom. There you go. Throw a little fucking diced tomato in there. Sun-dried tomato.
Ooh, okay.
Boom.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
Little guac.
I don't like hummus either. Not a hummus guy.
I'll eat hummus. I'll eat asparagus too, Victoria.
I like asparagus.
You got to grill that shit though.
Yeah,
Grill it.
Makes your pee smell. Go ahead, Connor.
If you would ask me that question a few years ago, I probably would have said Stephen Hawking. But since the recent press, I'll stick with asparagus.
You gotta grill it. Grilled asparagus with garlic salt, little black pepper. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts, delicious. Also, cauliflower, delicious.
Mm.
Yeah.
Glenn talks about Brussels sprouts. I actually like Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts have come a long way. I guess they farm them differently now. They used to be like the running joke, like you eat your Brussels sprouts, like back in the day. But now I think they farm them differently, so they're actually pretty good. I like them, especially like a sweet chili.
Yeah, you can saute those things in a little like beef broth, chicken broth, a little onion.
Sure.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Gotta cut them in half, though, not whole. Cut them.
Right. Cut them in half. Yeah. On time, late, or early?
I like to be early, generally.
So yeah. So does Eileen likes to be 15 minutes early.
I like to be early. Earlier on time. Late drives me crazy.
I have been much better at this. I'm an on time guy now. I used to be like
you used to be substantially late.
Yeah, I used to be late.
You're getting better. I mean, having a set time for the podcast kind of
helps.
Kind of pulling you in a little bit. Yeah. Reining you in.
A little bit better at it.
A little bit.
And I have someone who wants to be early, so I have to kind of
there you go. There you go. Bacon and onions with Brussels sprouts. That sounds.
Oh, I've had that. That's delicious.
That taste.
That is delicious. Take your olives. Oh, olive oil. I was gonna say, take your olives. And shove them where the sun don't shine. I fucking hate every olive known to man.
I like black olives, but I don't like green olives.
Oh, olives are gross.
There's like some kind of Italian pizza, it's like olive oil, black olives, maybe like red onion, some stuff. It's fucking fantastic.
You like that?
Okay.
Yeah. What's your go-to shoe or sneaker? What do you like for that?
Right now I wear I don't know. It's a sneaker. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like a running sneaker. It's just like a sneaker. It's
just like a sneaker. Yeah. No real
function. By Thursday Boot Company. It's a leather sneaker. Yeah. It's one of the most comfortable sneakers I've ever worn in my life.
Laces or no laces?
Laces, yeah.
Laces.
Yeah. It's not fucking Velcro. What do you?
No, I don't know. Sometimes you have like the Hey Dudes have like no lace.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's is that your go-to? A Hey Dude, like a slip-on?
I had Hey Dudes I really liked, but the Hey Dudes give you no support.
None. Yeah.
And my feet, as I get older, get sore quickly. Yeah. So I need a good sole. I do. But if I'm casual, I do love a Hey Dude. You just slip them right on.
Yeah.
I do love those. Eileen wears the Chuck Taylors. She loves Chucks.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Hoodie or jacket?
Hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Are you a gift giver for your wife or no?
No, we don't really give gifts.
You don't give gifts back and forth?
No.
Your presence is gift enough?
Yeah, we really, for years now, we really haven't.
Really?
Yep. We'll go on a trip or something like that, but we like very rarely. Like I did not get her a Mother's Day card. Didn't get her. Yeah, nothing really. No gifts. Actually, I I surprised her and she thought it was a nice thought. So I think I actually won a little points. I got her the snack that she used to eat on break when she used to work at Star Market, like way back when. Same snack from the grocery store.
Okay. Do you use bar soap or body wash?
Body wash.
Yeah, I'm a body wash guy. I need it. I need a good lather. Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes the bar soap doesn't give you. I need like a really. That makes you feel like it's really like
it's feel like it's working.
Doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I do like body wash.
I hate greeting cards with a passion. I hate greeting cards.
So you want to send to care of Smitty.
All
the greeting cards. His birthday is June 29th. Send
it is a giant waste of time. A giant waste of time and money, honestly. I mean, I'm not cheap. I don't really care about it, but it's a waste of time. Greeting cards are a waste of time. Someone else is going to say, "Oh, this is how I feel about you." It's not from you. Like, it sucks.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
You're going to get it. You're going to look at it. You're going to throw it away.
Yeah,
sucks. It's a waste of time. Everybody's like, "Oh, you got to send them a card. You got to send them a card." Why do I have to send them a fucking card? I don't have to send them a card.
Right.
And fuck themselves. They don't need a card from me.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm with you. One thing about the body wash, I just thought another Metro thing. I'm not a men's body wash guy. Like I like Ivory. I like that type of stuff. I don't like a super cologne-y body
right. The chemicals like hurt your skin.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like what is it? Brute aftershave? I don't like that.
I honestly, I could care less. My wife buys a Dove body wash, and that I've used that forever because that's what she buys. I honestly don't care what she buys.
And I don't really either. Surf and Bird. I do like the Irish. There's an Irish Spring that has like the little grainy, like the little. I like that.
Grit.
It feels clean, like it's like gritty.
There's body wash that have a little bit of that like pumice kind of stuff in there too.
Yeah.
Now time out.
Like
we need to insert this Metro question into Anna Bender. When you're applying this body wash or this bar of soap, are you using a loofah, a towel, your hand? What are you using?
I'm using my face cloth. I'm a face cloth guy in the shower. Definitely lather it up with the face cloth, and I'm not a loofah guy. I'm not. My hands, I don't really use. I like to use the face cloth.
Okay.
There you go.
Write
it down. I steal the washcloth.
Hunter's fucking speechless right now. I don't know.
Steal the washcloth. Yeah.
Smitty,
I don't know why that's difficult.
Hands. I just fucking put it on my hands. There you go.
My hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do use a face cloth to wash my face, but I don't put my soap on the face cloth.
Yeah, the face cloth. Yeah, yeah.
So the jury is determined. Maddie is right on track with the Metro still.
Yeah, you use a face cloth for your balls. Gross. Well, Victoria, you gotta do like the face and stuff first, and then you do the fucking balls. You know what I mean? Like there's a natural progression.
There is a natural progression.
There is. I mean, you don't just want to be all freewheeling.
It's like the difference of wiping back to front and front to back.
Yeah, right. It's that type of thing.
Yeah. Plus, there's soap on it, so who really cares?
Yeah, I mean, soap is soap, right? Soap is soap. Got a little fucking, little schmegma. It's fine. Yeah. So hey, there you have it. We're on a bender with Smitty. That'll do it for this episode of the Bruins Benders Podcast. 9 p.m. Eastern, unless something happens out of the ordinary and we jump on a video. But other than that, we're happy that you were here with us tonight, and we missed you. 8 days. Liam said he missed us, and the post games. We do miss the post games.
Yeah, feelings.
You know what? The post games are a grind, but once you don't do them anymore, post games really were like awesome.
Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of
There
fun.
are a lot of fun, especially in the playoffs when the other, Sabres fans come in. And
Sure.
we had a Sabres fan in the comments tonight about Benson.
Mhm.
Shout out to Maddie's internet for making an appearance. Appreciate
Hey.
you, dog.
Here I am. So we'll do it again next week. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Bruins.
Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.